Hello. Right. Got that. And then you got that. Cool. You can hear me. You can hear the game. This is all good things. Right. We're back with more Phoenix Wright. And we're like close to finishing the last episode 4. We saved just as we got into the trial. But yeah, obviously, as they said, there's only 3 days limits on most trials. So today's the last day for this trial to make sure Edgeworth is proven innocent. And I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember some of the details. This is gonna be interesting. But anyway, yes, witness, state your profession. We're just gonna jump straight into it. I am the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. So asking the trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness would state his name. Well, I'm not really sure. What do you mean? My memory, Your Honor. This witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yeah, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well, let's hear this testimony then, shall we? The night of the murder. Murder! It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Okay, no need for a cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes. Mr. Wright? Cross-examine. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine a witness. Very well, you may begin. Get pissed, bitch. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine. Fuck you. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, right? I'm gonna press him on everything. Just after midnight, you say? Just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yeah. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seemed so sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it. Clearly I did. You see? Continue. Okay. In the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keefy boy. Keith! The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Then I had a bang. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Good. Continue. Okay. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly, but I figured there was 2 men out there. Why would you just figure there was 2 men, but you couldn't see them? At a time, that is. At a time? Bang. So you had 2 gunshots total. That's what Lotta said in that testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. By your window? By my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. As a defendant, he was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Oh. Dad! Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by too. Witness, are you sure the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. He lured me into a cross-examination so he could set me up for a fall. Dahlia! Hello. Hello. Give me a minute. Wait. Yell for a fuss and then run away? Ugh. 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 Keep your company while I'm at work. Yay! Talia company. 13 out of 10 company. Mm-hmm. Watch me fail at being a lawyer. Or try to be a good lawyer, anyway. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick or this trial's going to be over. Raise an objection? Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And a photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Raise an objection. Objection again! Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his words is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. Just. 3 minutes were perhaps too high of an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. No! This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. But be so bad at his games. I have been, but it's not that bad. It does handhold you quite a bit. So it's not that bad. You just have to get past reading a lot. And you have to focus too. Because you need to make sure that you're noticing what they're saying. Which is the thing. But yeah, welcome in, who? Just quickly looking before taking a bus. Well, I hope you meeting up with your friends goes well. Don't let them pressure you into going onto dating apps if you don't want to. And I hope that you rock the day with your new hair color. What? No. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty. No! The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pretending trial at the higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned. That can't be the end of the case. Wait! Who was that just now? Me! Huh? What? Larry? What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different. Something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Oh, I probably fall asleep. I also forget stuff so fast. Well, there is luckily a record. But yeah. Tell him I said hello, who? Be like this weird-ass panda says hi. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent any inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. You have to say guilty backwards now. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Yo, man. It's getting spicy. It's always getting spicy. Good old Larry. Woo! That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. Notice said hi. Oh, I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth, you're sweating bullets. Just wondered what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night, yeah. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon and the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the metal weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. Have fun. I'll try, who? I'll try. We'll miss you. Bye-bye. How are you today, Talia, as well? It looked like you went to sleep early last night, because before I went to sleep, you weren't even like showing us like busy. I was like, oh my god, is Talia gonna sleep early again? Right, yeah, this might be our chance. Our chance. Von Kammer has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials, perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony would be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. Not a 10-minute trial this time. We'll make this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. But also don't feel rushed to talk. I understand you're working too. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Alright, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Kammer didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. That night, I was out on a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, I found it, so I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going back home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat, so after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. So you said there's only single? That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward. This is true! That night, I was out on a boat on the lake. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Okay, first of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 o'clock when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night, so I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? I was looking for something, and I found it. Looking for something. Yeah, Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What was the witness searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. So I quietly slipped the boat back at the rental shop dock. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for a boat for an hour. I guess it was around 12 o'clock, yeah? You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches like these days, Larry. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked all over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order, order. Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa, whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case! So after I had that single gunshot, I went home. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick, if it was pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. Wish I could be more helpful, but I wish I could call my sister. I think we should do about the fact that was only had one... Oh, fuck. We need to do it on the fact that he only had one bang. Wait a second, Larry. What? You only had one bang? You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard two bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both had two gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you got to treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts, what? You only had one gunshot, are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Eh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Order, order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio, everybody listens to a radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shouty testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should it continue? Yeah. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah, nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include the details about your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this. Leave me. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio. See, I was listening to it real booming loud like, but I'm sure I had that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I had it too. Okay. You're listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to the radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from a radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer. The guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness. But very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. It's lonely being all alone on Christmas Eve. So you turned on the radio? Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there alone on Christmas Eve alone. I shouldn't have said anything. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to a radio. That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to on that night? I was listening to it real booming loud, like. Real booming loud? Yeah, you know. And you had headphones in. Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. No, I can't prove it, but I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? Remember exactly what DJ said? What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Kammer has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask him? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying? Well, I mean, it would prove the time, because if they were talking between the music and it was Christmas Eve, then when he heard the gunshot, it might have been dead on at midnight, in which case proves that he heard the gunshot. Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. Boom. Fucking called it. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Kammer was right. I'm not sure how this helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard, but there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened here. Wait, but it says... Where's the one that it says, Again, this doesn't match this testimony. Because if it was before... Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What was the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is nothing the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he had the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they had the shots. In other words, when they had the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order, order. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, the witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think, Mr. Before night? Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard the gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim? Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. I'm thinking it's the pistol. Oh no, it would be that. Because it was taken before midnight, so and it would have only gone off with a loud noise. So maybe this. Look at this photograph. This was taken by a witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with an automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50. Oh, But that is nothing on the lake in this picture. You're right, Your Honor. The real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was only set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50. This is why the photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard the gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she had the gunshot after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Ooh. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. The camera was set to respond to loud noises, yes? There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why would a witness could have sneezed triggering the camera? Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. Oh, I mean, I think it's... I think it's the gun. The gun was fired 3 times. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol is bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday had 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order. That would make sense to the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya, yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm going to run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? This man denied for a moment about the gunshots, and I was like, it did happen. Yeah, I know. That is literally the case of Phoenix, right? Is like, they object to one thing, then they're like, oh, actually, you know what? Nah, you're right. You are good, but you're still wrong. Yes, there was gunshots, but not because you want there to be. Because I said there is. Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What could be cried? What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie, take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness photograph. The defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond were on that boat. I think I know what happened. Someone was in the lake and shot him. Like, actually in the lake. There's a gunshot fired on that boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. This distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. This timestamp on the photo is 12:15. But Larry had the gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain the 2 men. Edgeworth and the murderer? Of course it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all of this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... Oh, no. Let me save the game! Let me save the game! I don't know! It can't be Lotta, surely not. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do all this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder took place. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony if you will. That night he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would he be if he had just returned the boat? The boat shop. The plot thickens! Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really, but I think if I start at the beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in a boat with Edgeworth and went into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? The boat shop caretaker. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes, why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Notice, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Mr. Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and then fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realise that everything else falls into place, the boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's coat back on and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the evidence that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. While we were waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Mills Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so accurately. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly! We cannot allow him to get away! Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I'll extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. What? I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. There's a fourth day? What? Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah, well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. What about Larry? That was something else. Even Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony, still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's on us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile or look just a little relaxed. I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right, there's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... Is it that you love us? I was right, it is forbidden love. Can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Yeah. So yeah, today, if you haven't seen the title, the plan today is I'm going to pretty much play Phoenix Wright until probably like 1 o'clock, 1:30, and then I'm going to move over to some rivals because, yeah, we all know that I can't play this game for like massively long periods of time. I know there are 2 games of Phoenix Wright that are one-offs, but it makes us play as Edgeworth as a character. Oh, cool! Yeah, I've got this trilogy, and then I've got the Great Ace Attorney trilogy as well. But for this, what we're doing, we're just playing this single one. So I'm not going to be playing Phoenix Wright 2 or 3, not yet. But I have really enjoyed this, so I would like to play them in the future. But yeah, after this, we're playing Dragon Age Inquisition, which is because I'm doing a thing at the moment where I'm playing games for VIPs and mods that they chose, and that one's Raise. So yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition is next after this, and then I've got a poll going in my Discord of what people would like to see after Inquisition, because technically Final Fantasy 16 is next after Dragon Age, but because they're very similar, I want to do something in between. So we're going to play something else. So I've got a poll in there. Yeah. I done Dragon Age 2 last year, and Dragon Age 1, I think I done the year before. I think. But yeah, I hadn't played Dragon Age 1 or 2 before. Oh no, I had played Dragon Age 2 when it came out, but I'd never played Dragon Age 1. And then yeah, we went back and we played both of them within the last couple of years. Yeah, I was looking at that. I have downloaded a couple of mods, but like nothing really like fancy. Because I know that there's a waiting system for certain things in Inquisition, so I've got a mod that takes that off. Because I know there's a similar feature in Metal Gear Solid 5 where you can build stuff, but it takes ages. So I've also, whenever I play Metal Gear Solid 5, I will get that mod to get rid of that as well. I think I also got one for quicker looting, so you don't have to go through the looting animation as well. Otherwise, I think it's just some like character customization stuff that I got for it, possibly. But yeah, but no, I'm looking forward to playing it. It's been fun going through the Dragon Age games. I've always been more of a Mass Effect person. I mean, I still am, but I do like Dragon Age. It's pretty good. And then I'll look at playing Velguard in the future as well. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed? A memory of a murder. I reckon he's remembering when he was a kid and his dad was murdered. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he'd never take someone's life, never. Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What'd you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles. Huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on, tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh, me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Enjoy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Larry, you really helped us out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Ha ha ha. But seriously, Nick, the boat shop's caretaker guy's pretty suspicious, but Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know. But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick, I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me. But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough of the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then, back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yeah, in grade school. They saved me, Miles. Oh, they saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Oh, sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on a trial, a class trial. A class trial? You remember, Larry, spring end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Ah, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 and still inside. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. It was coming down with a cold, and so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it? Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, it was him. Give the money back. You're such a meanie. No, want to play with. Just me, you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not going to play with you anymore. Yeah, and no borrowing my eraser. He should be allowed in the relay race or in the library committee. Give me back my 50 cents I loaned you. Hey, did Deborah... Now, Phoenix, you know what you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what had happened. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles? Of course he had a fucking bow tie in school. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No, then you shouldn't be apologizing. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why you're on that. This boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. We didn't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking up on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Mary. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I had been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it usually is the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth, when I talked to her after class trial, that's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. My father will hear about this. A famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident? Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like Dark Suspicions of the Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict, anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, but I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him to learn why he had become who he'd become. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why? That's why you became a defense attorney, to meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me one way or another, if he wanted to or not, in court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So that's why you helped me out for free. Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Ah, Nick. Nick! Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth. It's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Seems to be happy character show. I mean, we have got rid of some evidence. So no, wait, do I have to go find this bloke myself? You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, well, right. Yeah, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know that trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney? Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple to hit a fault, even. Well, maybe yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter. Anyway, you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in an elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all these cases he was taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent ever. But that's, I know, it's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does in his odd job is to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, the nigh will impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you are headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I admit. No kidding. I'm not sure I can help you with that. What are you showing me this picture for? For no reason. You know, I was impressed by your deduction in the trial today. Granted, you were at the end of your rope, but still. Nick, he's noticed. Haha. Sure, I'm not sure I can help you with that. Nick, no! That's a photo of his father, don't show him that! You're right. Now probably isn't a good time to dredge up those memories. What is it? Nothing. Can we show him the DL6 stuff? It was that case that changed my life. And tomorrow on December 28th, its statute of limitations runs out. Tomorrow, could that be a coincidence? But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, I guess we've done everything we can here. He's out again. When does he work anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Fuck's sake, man. Looks like Detective hasn't come back yet. Comes you? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy you had to arrest by tomorrow, the boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Alright, okay, so Gourd Lake, I guess it is then. Hey, pal, long time no see. Oh, there he is. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, huh? I got so worked up, I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No prob, pal. Thanks to you, we know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may, it's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Lieutenant Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lot was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lot is in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Oh. Huh? The still eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like it's a hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Can we go talk to Polly, maybe? That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem. I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Oh my god, it's Grossberg. Aha! Hello. What might you be doing here? Going out for a walk? The days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemons, you see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw, today's trial at Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not sure about that. Ho, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Maybe talking to the fucking bug. Nobody's home. Hello. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello. Can't believe we'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. You'll take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay, sorry, Polly. See, says can't take you. No bird's going to hate me. Can we not ask the bird about something? Anyway, there should be an ad, Blake, in a minute. Whenever that plays, I'm gonna quickly BRB for a little bit and just go make sure I've got a drink and whatnot. And take a toilet break. But yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Oh, here we go. You ready to see my biking skills? Oh, here we go. God damn it, I was so close to getting that gem done, you cunt!
Jesus.
I've got a challenge to do!
That's just funny.
No, he spanked me with a flame rod. Flame rod. Yeah, we look kind of fun. Damn! The butt is... It's just so funny seeing her run. I like that they're literally using a maze to get around.
It's Cubs. It's Cubs. You ready, Daddy?
Keeping it together,
I'm just out of where that stops blowing. No, no.
Panda, I'm gonna crawl over to you. What I need you to do is put your mouth around my wound and suck from my juices.
No, I'm going away.
My juices, Panda. Please suck from my juices.
No, you sound more like I don't know if you're trying to do darkness, but you started sounding a bit like Gollum at the end there.
I don't really know what I am by this point, Jackie.
The wound is his dick.
What? Wow, visceral.
You're doing really well there, Casey.
I am so tense.
I know.
She's gonna be laying on the floor later after this. It's fine, it's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm like beginning to breathe.
Ah! Well. Oh, shibita. Oh! Casey.
Hello.
Wait. Come here.
Oh,
It's
God.
a what's his name?
Where are you taking me? What? Is it the Do Not See? I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Wait, no, donaciones. No.
Oh, calm down, Jesus.
Let me find it. Where are you two? Oh.
You are too excited.
Bed. Come over and hang out. Yeah. Come out and hang out. Yeah, sure. Go on then. I suppose. It gets my social bar up. As long as she doesn't come over when I'm sleeping. Oh. I spoke too soon. Oh, never mind. I guess she'll just fucking come in. Rude? What's so non-innocent about me just seeing the word taint rather than taunt? Hmm? What's so bad about that, huh? Taint is a perfectly capable word.
They were quite nice to jiggle.
Hell yeah, they always are. Always pay attention to the dice.
Always.
Mm-hmm. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, oh.
Grazie. Grazie a Dio.
Doesn't look like he could produce it. To be fair. He's flying. I saw up his skirt when he flew.
Wow.
I know.
You get done for that, Panda.
Did
Wow.
you see?
Right. Hello. I'm back. I'm back. Right. Right. So I think we need to go back to Grossberg's office now. Because there's nothing else for us to do in the park. There's no one to talk to. We can't really talk to the bird. For some reason, I had the idea that maybe we could talk to the bird. We actually can't go to Grossberg's office. So, I don't know them. Oh, no, there we go. He's not here! He said to come and talk to him, though. What? Where the fuck am I supposed to go then? Maybe if I actually check around the caretaker shack properly. Already done that. He hasn't been back here since a trial. Maybe we should bring. Oh, don't you think caretaker will mind? Just leave it in detector change. Maybe better not. We can go into the safe. That reminds me, Nick. The Polly knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Ah, but hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something to value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick. Let's see what's in there. I guess there's might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Ah, boring. There's no name and a signature on this thing. It's handwritten in every precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Why would Miss Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail, how to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on a boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out in today's court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond, he called out Edgeworth. He was following the instructions. But who could have written this letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Nice. Right, now do we go back to Grossberg's office? Maybe we're just missing one detail, which was that letter. One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. What do you think we should do now, Maya? You would know best, Nick. Just do what you do. That should work. Right. Have any good ideas? This will tie to DL6. We'll find out as much as we can about that murder before tomorrow. Something that happened back that was hold. And Edgeworth won't let go. But he's still not here! For fuck's sake. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where the boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man, not at all. So he was following this letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi Bear? Don't be silly. Yogi Bear's a bear. Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Maybe. Panda? Yes. Panda! Talia! Yes. I'm freaking out. Why? What's going on? What's happened? Do I need a scrap? I'll scrap. You just got flour delivered to your work? Aww. That's adorable. You like flowers, right? Yeah, okay, cool. This is where you're like, I'm allergic. Aw, that's adorable. What flowers did he get? Send me a picture. I want to see. Nick, no, that's not... Alright, is there something to talk to him about now? Yeah. Yeah, Yogi was a court bailiff at a time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. Oh, the earthquake. Right. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We weren't there for long. It felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, get us out. Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. It's sent. Okay. Aww. It's even your cute face in it. Nice. Oh, it's adorable. I was worried it was going to be something I'd have to be like, you can't have those. But roses are fine. Roses are fine. I think. Okay, cool, right, yeah, no, you're fine with roses, you're fine. Yeah. I just had to double check. I know too many people that get flowers for people who have cats and completely don't look into it and get poisonous flowers. Someone at work had it the other day as well. And they were like, bruh, you can't have that. But no, roses are fine. Roses are fine. But lilies are like the big ones. Lilies are really poisonous to cats and people don't really realize and then get them for cat owners because lilies are just nice. It's a nice gesture and whatnot. I'm just always like, just fucking please don't. Please don't. It's why we don't really get flowers indoors anymore. Because every time someone got flowers, it was always like something that included something that was poisonous to cats. It's like, it's just not worth it. Which is why we went for Lego flowers for Nan, for Mother's Day. Yeah, fake plants are fine. But yeah, there's quite a few plants that are poisonous to cats and dogs. Lilies being like the main culprit. But yeah, roses, you're safe. So you're fine. That's all I remember. It's a good thing I remember some things from when I worked for a florist. Or like a flower company. My memory might be shit, but I remember some things. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed that oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, they claimed passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. There's so going to be some smooching. But this isn't that strange. This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right? Yeah. There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. It's your forbidden feelings for me. I understand, Edgeworth. Don't worry. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of crime I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said. Quiet, you're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, get us out. Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up all my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What are you? Stop breathing my air. No, father. He's attacking father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was in the evidence from that day in the court or the bailiffs in the days I pick up the pistol. Get away. Get away from my father. Oh shit, maybe he shot his own dad. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe I was the one who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about DL6. Grossberg. Mr. Grossberg. Ah, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. But my. Just calm down and tell me what happened, It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... I see. So Edgeworth dreamt that he shot his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, Well, also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth, so deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to summarize that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagined, Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, the deed was done. Oh, so he didn't shoot, but he just threw the pistol? No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought a revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, my FA. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man, forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he had perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And? He lost, and died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I've been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless. Hmm. Good at one shooting innocent Miles. You bet it's good. I can't believe this fiendish planning that went into his murder and was almost fell right into his trap. What a creep. Ah, shame, what a beautiful... She was a beautiful woman. I'm truly sorry about what I did. Huh? Sorry about what? I think I'll stay out of this one. Hmm. Okay. This incident took place 15 years ago tomorrow, so tomorrow we'll see the completion of not one but 2 trials, all thanks to the statute of limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage to the DL6 incident has done will never be erased. I guess. Gregory Edgeworth, he was a gifted man. His death was truly a loss. I wonder what would have become of Von Karma were he alive. Oh, so this is a letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he was killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own sake. He never trusted his clients in that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is it? This letter? I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have an idea who wrote this? Oh my god. Nah, it can't be Von Karma. Could it be Manfred Von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? I'm not sure. Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means that the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred Von Karma himself. What does this mean, then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? What? If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finally finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do wonder. Yeah, I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between them? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence, and though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma had ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yeah, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or the mountains? Don't tell me he's been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a bit. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6? You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even an accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd killed someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything, in fact. I think the chances of finding something is slim. I understand. Police materials. I guess we're going back to the police department. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be looking out for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out looking for someone. Sounds like Gumshoe's pounding the pavement for real. I wonder if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in there as long as he is. Von Karma? Yeah, he's just arrived actually. Oh, Nick, let's hurry. Dusty as always. We were in here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma? Why's that open? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unresolved case evidence. Nick, the file for DL6 is completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Eek! Von Karma, you. How do you know my name? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon. You seem... I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism, just like his father, always second-rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to you, otherwise your perfect trial record? So you did, but what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most better rival? That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. I mean, fair enough. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know that what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in the court tomorrow. Getting pretty, just in case there's one that might trigger a conversation topic. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi? How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You saved me a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? A stun gun! For self-defense, usually. Indeed, 600 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600 fat... Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it usually. Now give me the letter. No! No! What are you? Nick, run! Ah! Maya? Out of my way. Wah! Wait, so even though she protected me, I still fucking got tased? He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya? Is she okay? Maya? Maya, open your eyes. Maya? The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh yeah, are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Aww. Mood. Maya, there has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding on to something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident evidence number 7 taken from the heart of the Gregory Edgeworth? I remember, Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you tomorrow in court. Oh! The plot thickens! Bam, 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 bam. I'm gonna put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy. Yes. This is it, Judgment Day. Today things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Wow. What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my running with the stun gun yesterday. Why does this have to be so warm already? Because it's getting that weather. It's getting that weather. Although it's supposed to rain for us all next week. So it should be a bit cooler for us, I think. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking dumb as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Wow, pal! What's going into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Miss Edgeworth? Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. Promise, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Court is now within session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was a murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away. He will now testify. Yes, he did. Is it a testimony? I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as it is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? Yes, no, his name. Yanni Yogi, you're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Do I even have any evidence left? I still have some, it's just that he took the DL6 stuff. Oh, no, he didn't. I'm really sorry about just leaving like yesterday, like I did. I'd call what you did running away, and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realised you were in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. Sure seems relaxed. They both do, Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. I was running around, I think. Then why did you leave? He's just about to say why it's so hard for you to just quietly listen. You said to fucking cross-examine him thoroughly? That's what I'm doing, you bitch. If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. The only thing they only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shack? Well, I kind of got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. I've got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you were lying about not having a memory. You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in old Codger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you've seen come to sense, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing over now and over. You've been calling the witness memory of the past or lack of therefore into question, but does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with his case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order, Mr. Wright. There is a serious problem with your claim, or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So who is he? Don't play dumb on camera. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident? It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law. As you may recall, you need proof. And allow me to repeat once more, a witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove that he's Yogi right now, I've got to show. I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see that makes sense. Huh? I'm so very sorry, Mr. Wright. What? Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I burned my fingers working out with the stuff. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints to hide off your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No. Well, what were you doing, Mr. Wright? It seems like the case has been decided, no? No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There it is. No one who can testify as who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, on karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor, the defense would like to take upon Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Oh my. Proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Bring it, Polly! Order. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this and nothing comes of it, I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yes. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least I think so. At least I think so. Alright, I'm just going to save the game, because this might be where it gets tricky. I can't believe we're cross-examining the parrot. It's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Who's your owner? Hello, hello. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination. Right, what are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction. Not press the wrong button. How exactly is the evidence is stated? They aren't, are they? Oh my god! Why the fuck did I click that? Oh my god! I'm an idiot. You should try and get set. Fuck's sake, man. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? Have you forgot something? As I recall 2 days ago. Polly, have you forgotten something? Don't forget DL6. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove the caretaker has something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello. That's not what you were supposed to say. Forgot something. Hello. Uh-oh, it's not working. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have restrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? But you must speak. Frankly, I cannot believe you were speaking to this parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of it. We need that. Yeah, right. Maya. I should get her to say her name. Polly, what's your name? Polly Ollie. Mr. Wright, I think we've established that the parrot's name is Polly. Does this have anything to do with, yes? Yes, it does. Ha, fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity, then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking this bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yang. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof is the parrot's name reveals... Oh no. How though? How are we supposed to get this from the fucking bird? Maybe the other one about the safe? Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the name of the safe to Shack? My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do. Actually, it does. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha, ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could you possibly link this to a number of the caretaker's true identity? I don't know what to do. Case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something related to it? It's on the suspect data page. Mr. Wright, this file is... I don't see anything about safe and at all. Very well. Oh, mate, I don't know. Like... I don't know what the fuck to present. I think I just done the exact same thing as I did before. I don't know what to fucking do. I get what they're trying to say, but I... Alright, hang on a minute. If I press and then I do one of the other options... Okay, summary. Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the accident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah, he used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for the safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card numbers to 001 because I'm number one. This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. Indeed. Alone it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other collaborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Very well, witness. You may continue. No, I went in the other one. Fuck. From the victim, Dave. Mr. Wright. This has... Ah, fuck, man. Okay. Signal reveal. Wait, was I supposed to prove how it's Polly? Ah! Alright, okay, cool. Right. This is where I'm like, man, yeah, I really have to fucking pay attention to this game, huh? Okay, which page is proof it's on then? Show us to stop wasting our time. Very well. Should we show us the page where the page connected? No, not victim data! No, I should have been on the suspect. Fuck's sake, man. I'm so eager to click a fucking button. Hey,
I'm sorry, I could fucking whip a snipper.
Wait, did I add? No, I didn't add that. No, yeah. I was like, wait, did I add? I did see that Tangier has an objection thing that you can do, but I don't remember if I added it or not. Get cheesed. Oh no. Oh, I thought you were just doing that as like a fancy way of saying cheese. How you doing, Casey? It's lovely to see you. Where I am now. Oh, how good did that cheesecake look? Like the inside out one. Or the upside down one. I can't remember what it was technically classed as. I wouldn't want that specific one, but oh, it was so good. I love a good crust. Like, so, I was going to say, I don't know if you have these there, but you probably do. But I'm assuming you have pork pies over there in Australia. So I'm hoping you know what I'm talking about when I say about this. But like a pork pie has like a really good like outer like pastry shell. And like I always when I get one, I give them a squeeze test because I like a crunchy crust. Hey Talia, you got food? What's for food? You don't have pork pies over there? To be fair, I don't really have them often, so yeah. So on the suspect data page, this page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he's arrested, his fiance committed suicide. See? We have meat pies. Different, yeah. Definitely different. Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiance's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. We just have quiche? I've never had quiche. I don't know if it's the... Oh, wait, no, I have had quiche. Scratch that, I have had quiche. Because I had a cheese and bacon one. It was good. It was good. Ah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix, right? Does this make you my granddaughter's fiance? I could be. Oh, she's only 7 years old? No, definitely not then. Definitely not. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, the two coincidences at the same time seem more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the bow shop. Immediately. Oh. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. I mean, I've accomplished what I've wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask your name again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Oh. Order. Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who were... Oh my god! The prosecutor killed Edgeworth's dad. How would he have... Because we've got a bullet from evidence. If that bullet matches that gun, it would prove that he killed the dad. But how the fuck was he in the elevator? Oh, maybe it's just a gun that was also at the scene of the crime. Yeah, one or the other. Anyway, I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. Oh! Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent in this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case, so I would like it to pass judgment on the murder of Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant Mr. Miles Edgeworth not guilty. Hooray! That is all. This court is adjourned. Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh. What do I do? The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. You son of a bitch. For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it. It wasn't a dream. Yanni, this judge must be so tired of this. Yeah, it's always this judge as well. It's never any other judge. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From this distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6. The statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Oh god, these again. I know, right? It's like whenever people see me, like, turn up saying that I'm live, they're like, oh, fucking hell, here we go again. Order. Oops. I knew I'd get annoyed. Anyway, the defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah, it's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. With this, we tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. God damn it, Miles. You couldn't have just fucking left it alone. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy. Just crazy. Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe you're a nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent, trust me. Right? Ooh! Alright, there should be an ad break. And I need a pee. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, I'll be lonely. See you in a bit. Churn like butter. We did it again. I've been doing pretty well at making people butter. Look at my tab.
But master, what about me? My good friend, you are alive. I was so very, very worried.
Goodbye, Benny.
Where's the book?
Imhotep got his stinking.
I used to have it, and then I got rid of it, but now I got it, guys. I'm like, "Ugh." Yeah, so, you know. Now you two can touch me if you want. I'll let you jiggle the
With
doors.
pleasure. Oh, yes.
Never get that up to himself. Look, even Ace is getting.
I'll treat you to dinner if you can get a 20.
Oh my god.
Band in progress. Yeah, we just need you and Casey to also play the lute, and we can have a foursome with the lutes.
I mean, I have a ukulele. Does that count?
Would you have that to hand?
Oh my god! You just have it on hand!
Even if you had it, I was not expecting you to be like, yeah, here it is. Dun-dun-dun-dun. I mean, I feel like you should be hurting your hand. Just saying. You know what? Hey, he was weak to a grenade. Who would have known? Wait, if I do this, and I'm gonna finish him off with my balls. That's just so bad. Be careful. What do I do? You're doing really well there, Casey.
I am so tense.
I know.
She's gonna be laying on the floor later after this. It's fine, it's fine.
I'm like beginning to breathe.
Try to catch me now. They caught me. I take it back. David's trying to bed. Wow. Fry, join us. Come on. Come on, join us, Fry. Join us, Fry. Oh, look at the beard. Oh. She's like, food! Give me!
Oh
Paddy,
my
you
God, Paddy.
you did not fucking actually make a petition.
I'm clicking on it. I'm clicking.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yes. Confirm. I'm going.
Don't join it!
Oh, I'm doing it, mate.
Made a petition, didn't even sign it himself. Wow. No signatures, huh? How dare you? How dare you? Fucking effort noises are going on over there.
It's because I'm typing with my bad arm. It hurts. That's how much I want to sign this.
Was eating a mushroom the other day not enough for you people?
No.
Shake it with your mama maker. Shake it with your mama maker. Shake it. God damn! Let me be thee! Why you hate me so much? All my dates are done. Now I can chill for the rest of the weekend. Yeah. Does that mean you can jump in for the last game?
The last game.
I am back, you sexy motherfuckers. Hello. Hi. Ugh. Bam, bam, bam. I had to make an entrance, okay? I just tried this, Mum brought this can of popping bubble tea. Or like popping pearl bubble tea. And it's so weird because we poured it into, she brought it yesterday from a shop. And we poured it into like a cup and there was like 3 popping pearls in it. So I think what had happened is most of them had already burst before she even opened the drink. Kind of takes away from the fun of drinking it. Taken away from the being able to have balls burst in our mouth. How fucking dare. Anyway, it's time for court. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, through pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations is on the DL6 and it runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Ron Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Can we not testify for the fact that he fucking shocked us with a taser? There was literally 2 of us, so 2 witnesses. Does this not matter? Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Oh, dear me. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. Did you put your flowers in some water, Talia? Miles Edgeworth, I'm prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify. Wait, how did he know mistakenly? He didn't say that. He just said that he killed his dad. And testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. What was that? I was just asking if you put some of the flowers into water. Please, please. Unless they're already done in water, then you're probably right. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, I should, but I don't have much here. Oh, when you do, if I remember correctly, roses, you have to cut the stems at an angle when you cut the bottoms and put them in water. I think. An earthquake was struck, tapping us in the elevator. Like, I got a mug, but it won't fit. Oh. Well, I mean, if you put the mug near a wall and put them in it, leaning against a wall, you should be fine for until you get home. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. Yeah, but they won't fit. What do you mean? There's 14? You can't... Oh, fair enough, I guess. Oh, you need is the bottom of them in, but yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Don't worry. Don't worry, then. Such an odd number of roses. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted him to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. Talia's at work, so probably doesn't have an old tub. You could get some ice cream and then you've got a tub. And you said it's warm. This is perfect. Go get some ice cream. Get some ice cream delivered to work. Then you've got a tub. I'm also on a diet style. Ice cream has no calories. It's basically water. It's true. Trust me. And until now, you just thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in the elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the event. The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Get vegan ice cream then. Hey! Let's go! Well, there's a will, there's a way. And while you're at it, can I get an ice cream too? That day I'd gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. What was the trial your father was involved in on that day? I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost and Mr. Von Karma was that prosecuting attorney. Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case. It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details. That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. Vegan ice cream is actually so nice. It makes my IBS tummy happy. Aww. When we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator? Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed, no one came to help. I've had 2 glasses of wine yesterday, and my stomach is very upset. Aww. Father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner, but then... Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. What was it? A pistol. I assumed it was a bailiff, Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when he fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted him to stop fighting. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. And later there was a single gunshot and a scream. The gun fired once? Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and a horrible scream. The scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. To this day? Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. One part of that testimony that clearly contradicts the evidence. But I don't know what that means. Don't know what it means. I better find out and quick. Any oxygen depleted at that time. Oh yeah, wait, they wouldn't have been able to scream if there was no oxygen, right? It was fired twice. Can we use that? Damn it. Are you sure I only had 1 gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I had the shot in the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Get some glasses! Wait a minute. Do I have a tissue? I need to blow my nose. I should be fine for by tonight. Oh, is tonight the thing? Or is tomorrow the thing? I thought it was tomorrow. For some reason. Tomorrow's the thing. Okay. Cool. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. That plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts... victim data? Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only had 1 gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired the second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at a time. Do you have any proof that the other shot was fired? Yes. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Miss Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have any evidence? Wait. I can't save! Is it this? DL6 bullet? Is it the bullet? Is it something so simple as the bullet? Mr. Wright, please think how we feel having a look at this evidence time and time again. Every time you show us... What do you mean, try again? Oh, fuck. Photograph. Oh yeah, shit! I didn't even see that bit up there. The photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots was fired. Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. Wait, the big fucking bullet hole up there that I missed. As should be obvious, the contradiction's here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from a pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that shot. Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before you wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary is on page 1. Look at what's written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered at the scene. Wait, I have that though. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It is undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in the door. Order, I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven quite clearly that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So we'll have this. There's a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Yeah. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I ever been wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Mariah. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you do it, Nick. You said you get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who had fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems like we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found on the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objection? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright? Your Honor? I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object, Oh, Nick, I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing? The second bullet must exist, but where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It exists. What? But we just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet. But why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? The murderer had to find it. Of course, there was a need. That's why they took it. Bah, what possible reason could they have had? Well, the reason for the murderer took the bullet away from the scene is... the bullet would be proof. Maybe they thought the bullet would be used as proof. Proof? It was a special bullet, so they took it with them. Oh no, that's not going to work. If that was the case, they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well. Huh? Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired? Alright. It's alright, if you really thought it through, you're going to have to... Oh no! Oh, was there... The murderer didn't need it? Why would the murderer have spent the time looking for the stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. He had to take it. Had to take it? Murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's obviously clear that I reckon the prosecutor was with them as well. The murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to take it. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Well, for instance, maybe the bullet hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there, you know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder, the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only 1 bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other 2 people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. The 2 men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges in the bullet. The bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator doors and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright. You actually... Oh, fuck. What did I miss with that? I'm waiting for the VOD to come up. Oh, I don't know. I skipped it too fast. Whoops. I couldn't tell possibly what you say. What are you saying? Deny it. Deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident? He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick, huh? I just thought of something really, really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see? Yes, an unusual event for the man. What was that was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting? What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. I fucking called it. I big-brained it. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh, man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Save it for a better time. Wait, I don't have enough proof yet. This is the trump card. I better save it for the right time. Mr. Wright, something the matter? I'm fine, Your Honor. Shall we carry on with the trial then? That said, we have no farther to go. All that left is to finish. In other words, the verdict. Wait, not just yet. Right, I'm just going to save the game because I've only got one mistake left and then we're done. So, yeah. I don't want to have to re-click through everything. Think, Mr. Wright. You have said that someone from the outside was a murderer, yet you cannot suggest anyone as a possible suspect, which means your conjecture is worthless and will be rejected, of course. Nick, now's the time to be holding on to that trump card. The trial's almost over. Alright, I may not know what I'm doing, but here we goes. Your Honor, there is the suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. For what? Von Karma. Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there? Bah. You don't object? I see no need. Why, Your Honor, this is ridiculous, outburst with my objection. Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident, yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. So he couldn't... No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out on yourself. The metal detector! Wait, we've got a metal detector. Hang on a minute. Wait, what does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? We're going ballsy. I'll prove it, and I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma shot is... Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. He's sweating! I refuse! You refuse? But refusing this means... You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Order, order, order. Your Honor, the defense requests that we all be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. That statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Oh no, does this mean we have to see him without his shirt on? Busted! Big time! Yeah. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You. It was you? I was afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. Mr. Von Kammer, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I, Mr. Wright. Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Kammer's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any DL6 evidence. Yes, I do. I have the bullet. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Kammer. What? You were close. 1 day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Kammer, is the bullet buried in his shoulder. We can analyze both bullets. Then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Kammer, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we will compare the ballistic markings to those of this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Kammer? Ah! That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Hell, I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Kammer, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Kammer? It's wife! Only you would dare defy me. So it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death! Death! Alright, mate, calm down. Fucking hell. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Von Kammer, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth. It was a shock like none I'd ever known. There is a lot of, like, very high dramatics for this Talia. It's great. It's great. Me? Penalized? Penis. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressured? Fucking pressed the button. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was my destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Obviously not perfect enough, because I just fucking solved it. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, yes, Your Honor, you were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. The court is adjourned. Hang on a minute. What about Thingy? Is he not going to get arrested for killing his dad? Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself, but now it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right, yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try, thank you. I see. Thank you, right? These two definitely need a kiss at some point or something. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoop! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop! I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all. Lotta. You were great. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank you all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. I would. Man, I'd love a cookie. Ah, ice cream. Slap it between a couple of cookies. Ice cream cookie sandwich. Ah. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones there. Speaking of which, what are you doing now? Who, me? I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Kianse. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick! She's leaving me behind! Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here's a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38. Right. Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. 38 exactly? Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38? No. No, Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, Wright. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, huh? Edgeworth. You should have told me. Now, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say yes, so yes. There you have it. Grr. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I'd known, I'd have become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way round. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth, want to switch, right? Hey, y'all, line up. I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. And after that, dinner on me. Whoop. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Does it show us the picture? Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Miss Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Oh no, we don't have another person with us anymore? Goodbye? What time is it? Gah, the first trains from the mountains have already left to the station. I guess I'm too late. Hey, Nick, Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah, it's hard to being a spirit medium. Hi! It's hard to be a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. Using pub Wi-Fi, so can't really hear much. That's alright, I appreciate you popping in and resubbing though. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? What are you getting from the pub? Wait. Well, I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Maya's voice. You heard my sister? Yes. Only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to help cheer her up. The bullet. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence from pertaining to DL6, but you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you were the one who gave it to me. Nick? Thanks, Maya. Ugh. I don't know, I was just a bit sleepy as I redid my hair last night. Yeah, I was going to say, because I did notice that your message to me last night about my drawing was like just before 1 AM. And I was like, oh, Ruth must have like went to bed late last night. God, what with Rubes redoing her hair? Who dyed their hair purple? Casey's very close to dyeing her hair. And Natalie's going lighter blonde. Talia's doing it. Jeez, everyone dyeing their hair. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. It all gets broken up. I can't see anything. No worries, Rubes. Thank you for saying hello. Enjoy the pub stuff. Take pictures. We'll miss you. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins with the same old crazy cast of characters. Wait, was that the end of the first game? Ha, don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Wait, are we finished Phoenix Wright 1? I thought there was 5 episodes. Hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. Oh man, imagine working in a cheese shop. Who? Right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. I'm confused. If there's one more episode, what's going on with this then? Is it like a bonus episode or something? Phoenix, right? Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for. You should know, I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Okay, Mr. Waiterman. Oh yeah, Talia, what time is your thing tomorrow? Oh, it's you. Phoenix, right? Ah, yes, Maya's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him as of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see? Early evening. Okay. I think like 5 p.m.-ish. Okay. I expect outfit update. I expect how it's going when you got home. I'm not buying it. Do you know what they think? Oh god, yeah, she just talks too quick. I can't read her shit. That's fine. Everything. Clothes. Clothes is the best option. Trust me. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dream, you know? Yeah. Just really goes. No, you don't have to do it like that often. Just, you know, when you can. Don't worry about it too much. Enjoy the time. Oh. How many times do you think he's gonna go Peer? I don't know. If he's anything like me, it'd be a nervous Peer. And given the thing it is, he might just be nervous, in which case he might pee a lot. I can't be bothered to read out these things. So. It seems like credits and they're all talking about Phoenix, though. I'm not quite sure why they're talking about him as if I'm like... Because the whole time we've been portraying Phoenix, so it's kind of... There's a ghost. For real. Oh, yeah, it's probably Maya. We're just all talking about people dyeing their hair, Casey. And we said that you were going to be doing it soon as well. Ah, that is quite a nice picture. Oh, yeah, it is Maya's ghost at the end there as well. Hold it. A brand new episode has been added. There is a 5th episode. What's the time? I could do a little bit of it. A little bit of it. Wait, you done your hair today? Wait, is it the green that you're on about? I put blue in. Have you sent pictures? I thought you were doing that hair thing that you done. That you put pictures in about. I don't even... Of course it's update worthy. I want to know everything about everyone at all times. It's not weird at all. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. Panda just care. I do. I don't. Unfortunately, I care aggressively. I put blonde pieces in. I tell them with blue or purple from time to time. Well, please update pictures. Thank you. You have 24 hours. February 22nd. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally! Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am, it only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Maya Fey. What? Oh, you're not Maya Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Maya Fey no longer works here? So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright. A defense attorney? She looks exactly like Maya Fey. Right. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yeah, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please! I'm out of time. But please, you have to help. It's my sister. Maya? Could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma. Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Okay. Emma, was it? That's a weird spelling of Emma. I don't think I've ever seen that. It's always just 2 M's. So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy or maybe just young. Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known at my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job at my age, no less. Great, another future professional in training. So, what's this about? What's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow. My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So, it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's scientific fact. And there's a witness? Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Maya Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Maya? So you want to be in scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child. I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah? Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to a detention center and talk to her sister. My sister asked for Maya specifically. This Maya Fey person was a few years below her in school, so they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Maya if I ever needed a defense attorney, and well, I needed one. Incidentally, Maya is a woman. Wow. Now you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than Mertens. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Show my badge. See this? It's my attorney's badge. Ah, well, I've never seen a real one before. You're the first one who's ever actually been interested in mine, believe me. Its composition is mostly silver. The gold plating is flaking a bit. She analysed it scientifically. There doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to the sulfides. I'd give you $50 for it. Sorry, but it's not for sale yet. Alright, who's this person then? I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She's got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want any visitors. Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want to raise this year? Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. Are they twins? I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Oh, no, never mind. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Maya mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm a chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana. I mean, they're just like Maya and Mia. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's disposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. By that, that was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot of a prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. So, who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is a detective? A detective? Death was due to loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means to do so at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So, you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. Why are you wearing like a military outfit? I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana, what happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to chase the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You're in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey, I was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney, anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted, Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh, I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. It sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright, excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana... Oh shit, there's an ad. Whoops. I'll wait. Hands off the keyboard. You know what this is a perfect time for? Shout outs.
Oops.
Oh yeah, Rubes ran me over and killed me in Resident Evil. Fond memories.
That was a bit dramatic. All I did was nudge you. She was just like, and
And Dahlia.
Did you see Dunban just fucking fell off?
The amount of times Dunban fell in that game. Seriously. That man. That man. Oh yeah, also I don't know how true it is, but I've been seeing it on Twitter all morning, but people are saying that the men's butts and bulges are a little bit bigger now in Rivals compared to before. And I just don't know who to believe at this point. What's up, Talia? What's up? I was AFK. That's fine. You don't need to worry about it. You don't need to worry about it. We got you. We got you. It was the perfect time. Ad breaks, you know? They come in handy sometimes. But the ad's finished, so let's carry on. Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Ooh. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here has ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. I'm gonna work a bit now though, so I should be looking. No worries, Tally. I appreciate it. I appreciate you keeping us company. Have good works. Have good works. Rest your smile after being sent flowers. Now I'm sure you're smiling up a absolute sunbeam over there. Alright, I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crimes, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. Hungry eyes. And there's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling, everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know. For certain myself. I think maybe she... Well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out the underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. What's the time? Alright. I might do this for like another hour. So until 1:30. And then we'll change up and play Rivals. This is a lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my co-workers 3 years from now on after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there. You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? Why is there a cowboy? What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall? Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, bambina. I know how you feel, but this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a motherload of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, bambina. What the fuck? A wallet! Was that, hombre a friend of yours? Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems? Ladder! Aha, ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference in scientific terms, please? Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems horribly familiar somehow. Yeah, we had that at fucking Maya. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling on about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. An oil drum? Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. Okay. What's this? A wallet? Oh, excuse me, officer. Wait. What are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. A wallet hastily stuff inside the pocket. I'm called to duty already at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now look at the court record. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now let's start examining it from every angle. Oh look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out by pressing enter. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what that science has to do with it. So is there like more, I think maybe like going forward there's more things to do to investigate stuff. That's pretty cool. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess we've got to be on my toes from now on. Look, a door. This must mean something. I'm not sure that door means anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? This is where the car leaves the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose. Aha! The theory of relativity. What? I've got to write this down. Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. Relatively German or was he British? Mr. Relativity, are you sure that was his name? What the fuck is going on? Look, a stylish glass-walled room, very nice. You can see the whole parking lot from in there. It says security, perhaps it's a cafe? Huh. Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard room. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad I didn't have a test for common sense. Wow, fucking slander. This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. Oh, slide shit. Cool. Well, no time to waste. Let's go hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in the saddle, huh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for vitals anyway. Got yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a cerveza you like. Where does this guy think he is? And when for that matter? Note to self, look up vitals, saloon, cerveza. Maybe we should check out the room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here as you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. Okay. Great, maybe there's some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me? We two all set? Us? Who's that? Wait, what's that? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. Hello. Half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you? Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough up, huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on my lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes. You might say, yes, all the sordid secrets. Oh, is she the witness? Faraday was saying to me, you are slow, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. Right, hang on. It's so cool! Need more color! Fucking selfie. Fuck's sake. Wait. Hang on a minute. I know what I can do. Wait. Hang on. This is worth it. Trust me. All right. There you go. Cool. Right, anyway. Back to the game! Pressure stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. She's got a cut-up sausage on her choker. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. What? Yes, ma'am? Yep, she means it. What? What? Look, Mom in England! Somehow, I knew yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that a daily speech on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of iniquity. Evil ones? Prosecutors, they have no qualms that they're about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for the king of prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday? I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the ones they awarded yesterday, it was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And a rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Skye? Of course. It's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would his pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Why are we calling her pretty? Don't hit on her, Phoenix. Could we ask a bit about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the boxed lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell with someone who has tried General Sal's Trilobite lunch set. Ah, never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of the Trilobite's flavour. Anyway, I came here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass wall booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So to scientifically analyse the data available so far, you, Miss Starr, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis, not. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Starr? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Ha, perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-year-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Starr was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, cough up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards, especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card, it's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me... the lunch lady, why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? Well, I mean... yeah, I mean, we've asked her everything. There's no evidence to talk to her about, so I guess the only other place to go is the High Prosecutor's office. She's got... oh my god, she's got Edgeworth's jacket up there. And the Steel Samurai statue. This is kind of a room that just screams I can do the job. Quite a challenge from your office, really. Thanks. Look there. There's something. There's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What was this? What? That shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright, you never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? It's Edgeworth! That voice. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth? You know him from somewhere? Oh, of course, I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once, and... Right, her sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No, it was just Mr. Wright here. Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? What? Your car? I'll say one thing. She can certainly scream. I thought I muted my mic, but I didn't. Apologies. But my throat is starting to feel it. Yeah. So the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait. No, she didn't do that, I mean. Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. Emma Skye. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise to me too, to think that my own car would become a scene of a murder. More surprisingly still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Lana Skye is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth? To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumours. You've heard all the rumours about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumours about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimonies, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some that say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. Wait, what? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think of ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's got to be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Skye. Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I've always felt she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? I mean, I know she's not a woman's person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of the car. Oh. Mr. Edgeworth's knife added to the court. Edgeworth, what? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't you take a joke? You have a strange sense of humour, Mr. Wright. So how do I look at stuff now? This must be a victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth? In the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Now there's a scary thought. Hey, I don't finish looking at that. Name and ID number written here, Sergeant Bruce Goodwin. I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use? Letters, silly. They're the reason we have written language in the first place. True. See? Wouldn't that be better? Yabba dab. Well, it does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point. It doesn't take much to amuse her. No. not. Okay. I was just trying to figure out how to use these accurately. Right. So, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright, huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing it to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? Wish I could be on the same side as Miss Edgeworth, but then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. It's against my policy to discuss evidence with defense, especially with you. Oh, fair enough. He doesn't like you very much, does he, Mr. Wright? Nah, with Edgeworth, it's all never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Of prosecutors. What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for King? Yep, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors, kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. That's a shield, huh? Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud of being the King of Prosecutors. Congratulations, King. Or Prosecutors. Please stop saying that. That still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of the shield broken off? Check it out. There's a metal plate here. It looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma? I guess he must be a foreigner. Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must be having an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Von Karma sometime. When he says it, when she says it, his name does have kind of a ring to it. Yeah, because we fucking put him in jail, I imagine. So we can't actually look into why this is broken? Okay. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be in naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a back from the dead, Wendy? Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And besides, it's a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, Wendy? Wendy. Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancée? Oh my god. I don't think so. Oh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I got more. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing. The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. Wow. These are all case files. They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. Probably, yeah. Probably Gumshoe. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study his case report so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on the ladder. Okay. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh. Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And checks out that poor pawn. His head was kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges, surrounded by a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. A work desk is quite tidy as one expected. What a nice desk, easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. James, why don't you picture him? Maybe I'll take a name plaque as a souvenir. Don't, he'll sue you. Yeah. Such a comfy sofa. Stuff like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pours it over his case files here until wee hours of the morning. Then he takes his stuffy jacket, rolls these up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has soft sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool. Right, can I ask about a shield? So basically it says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh, where's that? I had to go to the police department and receive that broken shield. The police department? Yeah, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. Could you tell me more about yesterday, day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort of we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transfer. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing, a ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors, and that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing that I trust is solid evidence. Parking stub? Okay, yeah. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back? What? Right. I'd appreciate if you direct that suspicion to someone else. Who is this? Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on this premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in the police report. I think I just had Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. Oh. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains, and good luck. Oh. Hey, Muna. Right. Yes, sir? Guy caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as a patrolman just now. Go down to the police department, you can ask more there. Thanks. Seems to have finally calmed down at least. Right. Right, I said I'd go until 1:30 playing this, so we got like another half an hour. Another half an hour? But yeah, how you been, Muna? Phew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. That almost took 30 minutes by taxi, and the traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? Is it a new mascot? Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh wait, I know that. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright. You sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal. What were you doing here? Hey, Gumshoe. That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get some information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Look at the patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I say, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears away from his eyes. They make a good pair. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. A panda? Not that I have scientific proof. It's just a theory. Do you mind me asking why you came up with that theory? It was when I was on the school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been to the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or do they not have those at your zoo? What a fucking weird-ass accusation. The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Yeah. The usual wanted posters are hanging up in the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought about it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people on these posters. They hardly even look human. She has a point. Boys get excited when I come to the police station. Why's that? It just feels like I'm jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers right there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. Funny. I thought they were talking about the weather. I was wondering about that. What? The Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The detective threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the battery dies. Poor Blue Badger. Fated to dance until he drops. Okay. Oh, so I can't investigate that, I guess. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned a detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh, me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate the case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. So what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean, this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into the criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us ranked and filed detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but this isn't this a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting that badger dance down. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal, and Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall? Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. The patrolman in charge of the crime scene is unheard of, pal. What can you tell me about this? Hey, pal, this is Detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that got me into so much trouble. It must be dropped this card a lot. Let's see, Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together? Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman, he's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more about Detective Gumshoe? Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organised to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth, what could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, Congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But it was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers must be because of the rumours. Found Mr. Oh. As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than to go blabbing on about things I don't know about. No, I won't want you to do that either. Good. Okay. So this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be laying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There wasn't an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but where does that chief prosecutor's guy called him out of there to the parking lot? And Lana's confession is much. He's in the tough spot again. Again? Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumours about Mr. Edgeworth, forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there's always whispers. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering, they're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumour. People say the only reason he took the case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor's position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Where are you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is... Was his name the guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jack Marshall's just a regular officer from West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try and make things a little easier for you. Show them this and you'll be able to examine the crime scene, maybe? Okay. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice. Cool. Back to the parking lot then. Is that investigation still going? I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit until the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here? Ah, hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention it? I've got a boyfriend in the criminal affairs too. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I want you fan letters to me go right to Spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. Maybe investigate. Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look where it could say letter of introduction. It says invitation. Huh. I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settlers, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction crumpled and discarded. Okay. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman, he was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Mr. Angel Star. One stabbed to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Okay. Wait, but then how would he get in the trunk if Thingy didn't come back? Huh? Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambi. And the Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back, says no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the Chief Prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot. So it seems like calling in an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. Alright, mate. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're not a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You're calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now and keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cowdog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cowdog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the Chief of Police. Just he doesn't realise it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? No police passport. Shows you enough. We found it in good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance in this rat hole. If you want distance, get yourself to Texas. Texas? This is a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? If you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros. Alright, compadre, count to 3, huh? You gotta do that if you're going to draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Remind me never to visit Texas. Ah, a toy shield. Suits the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? A toy knight, maybe? Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We get to the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these. Let me guess. Did it have K for King of Detectives on it? Hey, they could use the same shield over and over. Note to self, the prosecutor's office and criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap. You know it. They've gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell you. 5:12 p.m. The prospector's bright red steed came in at a trot, real slow like. A trot? My Madonna came to tell me the crime occurred 3 minutes later, so it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for her prince to ride in on his bright red horse. So what you mean is the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along? Alright, compadre, count of 3. Huh? Okay. Alright, slide. A block is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Jesus, okay. B block is through here. That's where the visitors park. I can see the lunch land car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think of it too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Yeah. It appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in an underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite the luxury car. It just screams I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Right, let's check it out. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like this. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation. Whatever. Let's check out this phone. Now see who the owner's phone called last. The defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Hey, that song, I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed the redial on that phone there, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I've got a question for you, partner. I had a phone ring just now, one of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. 675, 12 return. Looks like something's written on it. You're right. Let's see, 67S 122. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket while he was killed. Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for deductive reasoning, we go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister? That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's face decided. Bambina, many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here, but who? Suspicion about Mr. Edgeworth had been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumours are just rumours, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumours about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person, but they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where was the gunshots? There's bound to be a bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing? How are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report and a note from the victim and a cell phone. So if it would be okay? Well, the only thing that's still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma, yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Still Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. A detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor of the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. To be continued. And this is actually a good place to wrap it up. And then I'll move on to Rivals. Cool. Alright, so I'm going to save the game again. Plus, it also means that we sort of like change up when the ads are due to run as well. I think this is the most I've done of like Phoenix Wright in one sitting. Like, I don't think I've done 4 hours. I've like pretty much stuck around to like 3. So yeah. I could definitely feel my my throat getting a little bit funny from all of that. But yeah, so we're gonna move on to rivals. I'm just gonna take a BRB and stop and start the stream. So we've got 2 separate VODs. But yeah, I will be right back. So see you in a minute.